One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Beavers will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Boise State's offense will come out first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Russell. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Russell. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to play manage.
The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Works the middle of the field. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Broncos are threatening in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Broncos have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll do it himself. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Takes a hit as he
Ah,
fires.
I was wide open. What the hell?
Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Coming out with it, it's Durant. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Oregon State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think
breaks into the open. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Running to the left. Can't get him to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Looking for a crease to the left. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Run in the red zone, it's Ellison. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
The give to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just feeds the running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Beavers!
Every offense talks about being physical, setting the tone. That is exactly what the offense just did. Run the football every play down the field. Don't try to trick them. Don't try to confuse them. Just be physical and set a tone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Right on the money. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. throws to the wideout.
Oh.
Wide open downfield. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Broncos have it with a first and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! Fitted in the window for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Durant. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad.
So fucking pissed. My defense, man.
People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25.
God, what the fuck, man?
20, top 50.
What the fuck is that dude?
Top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too.
God, why are my guys so shitty on...
Easy looks and reads so he can
God, man, they just
And he
fucking
knew
shit.
exactly where to go with the football.
It's
Everything
ridiculous.
looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
To the air on first down. The sure hands. It's Gaines. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. And the Broncos can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Broncos will line it up on first and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And that's fine. Complete a defender all over him, knocked knock the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. He's got the ball, and it's live.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Steps to his left, out of the pocket.
All right.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And the offense almost exhausted all of their options that time. On the option play, 3rd down, it wasn't the running back. It wasn't the quarterback. That had to go to the pitch man, and he barely was able to pick up the first. Good execution, great decision-making, and the drive stays alive.
He's got it. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And the Beavers are flying down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They want to run it left here. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fakes the grab. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Makes the grab on the left. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And don't forget, they've already had a field goal blocked. And that is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Got a man. It's Lyons. Ripping through the defense. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sneaks into the end zone.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise.
The Broncos will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Give to the running back. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. The Beavers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
I love when you change the launch point, when you move the quarterback and bootleg him outside of the pocket. You can see He does a really good job of gaining depth as he goes outside. Now he's a threat to run the football or throw it. Guys have to drop back a little bit, and then he can run the football and get a positive gain.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Carr. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease, it's Ellison. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Touchdown, Beavers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
Boise State, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Broncos will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Carr gets.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Steps away. On the move, he fires. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. There he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
He's in open space downfield. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I like the offense using misdirection there because at this point in the game, you're just trying to get one guy out of position. If one guy can lose leverage, that can be an explosive play offensively, and you saw it right there.
They'll go to the ground. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He caught it. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Pushes ahead, and he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin.
Where's the Bronco back out?
This drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes.
Where's the Bronco back out?
And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Russell. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Where's the Bronco back out?
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Runs through a tackle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game. The defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll try the right side. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And I know
know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Unleashes one. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. Time to change now on 2nd and long.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take it.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Beavers! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. And they did tack on the extra point. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
This defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Pressure coming. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Broncos are on the move. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Boise State.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the ground with the back. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. With the catch, it's Card. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Beavers are threatening in the red zone. Here's the give off the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough to do.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Gaines. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gaines. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gonna run it. It's Gaines. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Timeout, Oregon State.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets rid of it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On the run, fires downfield. Pulls it in. It's Lyons. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but...
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think...
run extra experience points every 2 games. Damn, that thing is nice. People in school now. That lasts 2 months. I'll definitely do those 2 though. And it's very good. That's definitely. Some of these, I don't have enough of those. Increase hogs. I'm gonna do it. It's like